everybody, it is Greyhound, and how are we doing today? So, today I am doing a video entry for Dotslocks 7 in 7 challenge. What he wants us to do is to open 7 different locks in 7 different ways. So we will see how this goes today. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. If it goes right, you'll get a bonus. But I thought I could also use this as an opportunity to explain a little bit about these different locks. First one I have, this was called a wafer lock. This, if you recognize that, is what you'll find in a lot of your desk drawers, filing cabinets, even some automotive locks use that. Here's a opened up one of those, you can see that. There are the wafers. There you can see it's all nice and round. When you pull the key out, they drop down. They will drop into a notch. They'll prevent the lock from opening. Put the key in, it brings them all up smooth, lock turns. Very simple operations. You can do these with just a pick and a light tension tool, or you can do it with what's called a jiggler tool. That's what I'm going to do today. This is a Southern Specialties jiggler tool. And as the name implies, you put it in, you jiggle it, and right there you go. Lock is open. Very simple lock, very basic lock, easy to get through. Next one up on the list is this Harbor Freight laminated steel security lock. This one is susceptible to what's called a bypass. So basically up inside of the mechanism, it's not closed off, it's not sealed, and you can run something up through there and depress the mechanism and open the lock. In this case, I'm going to use a Sparrow's bypass knife. And you'll see when I put this in, you can see where it's at. I kind of got to wiggle around and hunt. Once I find the right spot, it'll drop in a little deeper. Come on. Oh, come on, you dog. Sometimes they give you fits. To find the right slot. You know, the one lock that wasn't supposed to give me any fits today is this one. And lo and behold, it's giving me fits. There we go. There we go. Finally. There, bypass knife. I'm not very good at that because I don't do that very often. So it is what it is. Next one I have up for you is a Master number 1. For this particular lock, I'm going to do what's called raking. So let me show a little bit here. Just grab up. I've got a handful of them here. These are all different tools that can be used for raking. So you've got a half diamond, quad peaks, quin peaks, so 4-peak, 5-peak rakes, different styles of rakes. Here I have a little hybrid rake. This is probably my favorite rake right there. So we'll grab that. We'll find a tension wrench. We'll go in at the bottom of the keyway. If you can see, the pins are up here at the top. So there's bottom, light tension, tool in, wiggle and pull back and forth a little bit, and there you go. Lock is raked. I'm not a very good raker. There are guys that can rake some really impressive locks. Next one I have up here is an American 1100. These are known for having a flaw, which has since been fixed. They've inserted a wafer. But you can insert a tool up here behind, and you can turn the latch. I'm going to try to do that using this 1100 bypass tool. It may or may not work because my tool is breaking on me. So, and I found with that, sometimes pressing in and out on the shackle, because you've got to be able to get the tool to go up in between the components inside of the lock. Which is sometimes easier said than done. they can be quite tight in order to get it inside of that latch. And with my tool breaking, who knows if I'll actually get it there or not. Because I see the poor thing is just giving it up. Come on. See what you have inside of there is you have the base of your lock here, this nub that sticks out, and there's a cam that goes up against that from the other one. And what I'm trying to do is force this tool in between those two so that I can then open it. And that a lot of times is the hardest part, is just getting it to go in between those parts. Sometimes it'll cooperate, sometimes it won't. We'll come back to him in a minute. We'll see. All right, the next one I want to do is Brinks. We'll take this one. For this one, I'm going to use a half diamond, and I'm going to do a technique called zipping. So you put light tension, again, bottom of keyway, same as we did in the last one. I'll insert my pick all the way to the rear, light tension, push down, pull out, and zipped open. Next one is a Master 570. This is a dead core, dead shackle lock. This one I'm going to do, it's called single pin picking. So you go through, find your tensioned pins, and slowly depress your pins as you work your way through the lock until you get an open lock, in theory. And there we are. Next one I'm going to try, which is another one that gives me fits, because I'm not very good at this technique. But here we have an Abus 83. This particular one has a Schlage SC1 keyway. So to try and open this, we will try and use a Lishi tool. So what a Lishi tool is, you have this handle here, and if you see that piece moving up front, that's your pick. This handle swings out, there's your tension wrench. And you can see it has, if we can get that to focus in right, group of numbers, vertical and horizontal. That lets you see where the pins are. So this one will do a 5-pin lock. And the numbers down will actually let you, as you're picking the lock, you can figure out what the cuts are. So you can, in theory, have a key made. There are guys that are quite good at this. I am not one of them because I just don't do it often enough to be very good at it. But you can just go through, hit each number. Try and find ones that have tension. And work your way through until you open a lock. In theory, I'm not, like I said, I'm not very good at this, so we will see. We might have to go off to something else. There we are. There is an open with a Lishi. All right, so let's see. Where's that have me? 1, 2, 3. Skipped him. 4, 5, 6. We might come back to him. We'll see. Next one we're going to go on to. I need my vise for this one. So this one is a dimple lock. So very similar to the others, other than the pins go sideways. Take special picks for picking. You can do it with like a half diamond or something like that, I do believe as well. So we will see how this goes. For this tool, for this lock, you use what are called dimple flags. So you run this in and you rotate on the pins and turn them sideways in order to open the lock. Again, this isn't something I do very much of. I need to get better at it because I have one I want to pick, but I'm not very good at it. So we will see if I can open this lock. You would think this one would be pretty easy. Just shows you I'm not very good at these. But hey, I'm trying to give you 7 different ways of opening 7 different types of locks. Hardest part for me on these is learning the feel where the pins are. When they're going sideways, it's just a very, very different feel. So it takes a lot of work for me. Again, I don't do much of it. I'm trying to learn it. And it is very different going sideways on pins. It just feels weird to me. Make sure I have the right direction flag. I think I do. I think I do. I think I do. Kudos to guys that do these all the time. Because, man, and some of the complex locks, like I have one here somewhere that is out of this world, but I can't get anything on that lock. Hey, there we go. And the lock is open. All right. So, I believe that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to give up on that. I got you 7 locks, open in 7 different ways. Thank you very much for the challenge. That was a fun one. Too bad I did not get everything open that I wanted, but I did get you the 7. We'll just do one more raking lock. Maybe. This Brinks is an interesting one to rake. If you have not checked out Dots Locks, you don't know what you're missing. Guy's great, has amazing content, has a good time with what he does, makes it very fun to watch. You really ought to go and check him out. This Brinks is a fun one. I think I've only raked this one a couple of times, and that was with a Twin Peak rake of all things. So, well. You got your 7. There you go. Thank you much, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Later. All right. After doing the video, I just saw him drop the video, of the giveaway. So, I'm a day late and $1 short. But, it was an interesting, fun video, so I'm going to upload it anyway. Share some of these different techniques with the crowd. See what you think. Again, appreciate it. Talk to you later.